So, Cyril and the rest of your National Corona Corrupt Council, I'm sitting here, and as you can see, not much hair. This guy has put up some miles in his life. You think you can control us with your ban on alcohol, ban on tobacco products? You sit in your luxury chairs and you don't feel a thing for what you refer to as your people. Now let me tell you about your people. On the tobacco farms, on the wine farms, your people are suffering. The ones that have not been retrenched yet have a very, very uncertain future. So you decided to ban tobacco products and alcohol. I partake in both. I enjoy both. And you think that you have me by the short and curlies? You can just as well lift the ban, Mr. President. Because let me show you something. There are people out there who have grown balls. In this case, a tobacco farmer. He delivered to my door, hundreds of kilometers away. He delivered tobacco leaves. Yes, tobacco leaves. Unprocessed tobacco leaves. I had to do some work on it, wash it, dry it. Then I had to add my own little flavor to it using coffee and, if I may use the word, brandy. And a couple of other things which you will not be interested in, I suppose. But I can assure you, the end product here in my old pipe is perfect. Give me a second. Yes, you banned these products for whatever reason. Just as at some stage you guys banned open shoes and sandals and shorts and vests. I can't understand. So, I suppose after this little session with my pipe, I might just drop dead. Because according to your medical experts, this is probably filled with COVID-19 viruses. Millions and billions of them, and they're going to jump right into my lungs and infect my whole system. And I will drop dead. But apart from that, there's some good tobacco in there. Some good tobacco. Delivered to my door, as I said, by a farmer who has grown some serious balls. And you know what the other thing is? I'm also going to have a sip of these. I hasten to add that that was purchased just before your second onslaught on the alcohol industry. But having said that, after this little ice-cold beer, I'm going to have a red wine, and that was also delivered to my front door by another farmer who has grown some balls. We have a saying in Afrikaans, 'n boer maak 'n plan. And this is exactly what we do. You've turned us all into criminals. It's quite exciting in a way. It reminds me of the days at university when the pharmacy lab had some cannabis, and we had to do some microscope work on it. But we pinched a little bit just to try it. This makes me feel like those days again. But it's wrong, Mr. Ramaphosa. It's wrong. You've turned all of us into criminals. The buyer, the seller, the guy that transports the stuff. But you haven't stopped me from smoking, you haven't stopped me from drinking, but you did stop the supply chain, you did stop the income for thousands of farm workers and farmers. I'm quite proud of the deal I made with the tobacco leaves. I got my tobacco product, which was banned by you and your council. The farmer got some income, which he will probably immediately channel towards his workers, because that's what farmers do. But the best part of this deal was you and your corrupt council didn't get a cent out of this. Nothing. This was a cash deal bypassing the system. And a word of advice, Mr. President. Going forward, this trend is going to continue. Whenever you lift these ridiculous bans, most of the people that I know are going to try and beat the system. Cashless society works only in your world. We're going to buy cash, and we're going to try and avoid paying a cent tax to the corrupt regime. So, without further ado, allow me a minute, please. This is so nice. You can hear the birds, probably, although I doubt whether you can still hear, because you have turned a very deaf ear to numerous pleas and people begging you to lift this ridiculous ban. In fact, you can just abolish this whole lockdown scenario, because it seems that you want to keep us in this so-called level 3 indefinitely by just every 2 weeks coming on national television and telling us how wonderful you are and tell us how bad we are, and then just make a small adjustment. Where are we now? Level 3 B.1/A? I lost track. Maybe it's B. I don't know. I lost track. Cyril, Koptuk and the rest, have a wonderful day. I'm going to enjoy my pipe, finish my beer, and then I'm going to have a nice red wine and do what we do best, and that is braai. Cheers.